going to the next level, y'all. Team Young. Team Young in the building right now. We did it, y'all. This is a we thing. This is not a me thing. This is not about Paul Young. This is about the future of our city. The city that we love. The city that people forgot about. The one that they want to write off. We're not having it, y'all. We're ready to take us into a new future. I've said it many times on the campaign trail. It's time for us to write the next pages of Memphis history. What will those pages include? I know the heaviness that we're feeling right now. I hear the cries of the mothers, the cousins, the brothers. Far too many people dying. Kids that are starving. Poverty that we've been talking about for the last 60, 70 years. Our community needs help. Our community needs leadership. And it's time for that next generation to take us into a new wave. We acknowledge the challenges that we see. I know that they are ahead. I know there's a lot. I know what we're walking into. But I'm optimistic. I believe in our city. I believe in Memphis. I believe in every one of you. Whether you're in this room, whether you're watching on TV, I believe that we can be better. In fact, I know that we're going to be better. We're on a mission, y'all. When we started this race, September 1st of last year, we had one goal. One goal. Change our city. Change our city. And we've stayed on that mission. It's not about any of the other candidates. I have a lot of respect for everybody that was in this race. In fact, let's give it up for all 16 other competitors that were in this race. I've already heard from a couple of them. I talked to former Mayor Willie Harrington, at least his team. I've talked to Floyd Bonner. And I'll talk to everybody else. But right now it's about unification. It's about coming together to finish that mission, y'all. We ran this campaign with the idea that we can do things differently. That it doesn't have to be about throwing mud or bringing another black man down in order to win a race. We wanted our race to be about a vision for the future. If people tell us they want to take us back, we say we want a future that we've never seen. We want a future that we've never seen, y'all. And that's what we're going to do together. I hadn't even looked at my notes. I'm supposed to be reading the speech right now, but I feel this energy, y'all. I feel it. I feel it, and I'm loving what you guys are giving us right now. But before I go any further, I'm the son of Baptist preachers, so you know I got to close 2 or 3 times. So every time I tell you I'm going to wrap it up, make sure it's the 3rd time, and then it'll be for real. But before I move forward, I want to acknowledge my family. My beautiful wife. Give it up for Dr. Jamila Smith Young. When I talk about a rider, when I talk about 2 in the morning and I'm trying to sleep and somebody right beside me asking what are we going to do next, that's Dr. Jamila Smith Young. She's committed to this city. Our kids that hustled me out of a dog. We're going to make it happen. And I also want to acknowledge somebody that's not here. Bishop William M. Young. Let's give it up for Bishop William M. Young. 1 year ago, we did a kickoff. 1 year ago to this day, we did a kickoff in Oak Haven. And he was so mad at my mama. Because he was like, he want to come out there. And she was like, you can't walk. You can't walk, man. But he was so mad. But he was so proud of his son. He was so proud. And I told this story at a debate, and I'm going to tell it again, because it was so profound. When, a year or so before I actually decided that I was going to get in the race, I had a conversation with him. And he was asking me, was I going to run? And I was like, I don't know, because I know the weight of the job. I know what it means to be in that seat. And I just don't know if we're ready for that. And Bishop Young, in all of his wisdom, he said, I hear you. He listened to me, for one, and usually he talks a lot. So he was actually listening, and he was quiet, and he said, I hear you. But Herman and Eva, your grandparents, they would have never imagined that their grandson would have the ability to even think about being the mayor of this amazing city. What God has been preparing you for is not about you. It's about what God has put in you for the rest of our city. Those words changed me. I said, who am I to deny what God is asking for? Who am I to mess up the mission? And so we made it happen. I also want to acknowledge my mom, Pastor Diane Young. What's up, Mom? She done ran her own campaign. She on the radio. She telling the folk leave her baby alone. My mama been holding it down. My sister, my brother. My mother and father in love. My sister in love. We couldn't do any of this without them. The support system that's holding us up. Team Young. Team Young. What's up? Everybody that's been working on this campaign. We had 100+ volunteers out there today in the rain, making sure before people went in at the last minute, they were still deciding that they came over to Team Young. It's because everybody has been committed to the mission, y'all. And I want to make sure that together we go through a transformation. A transformation that's going to take us from hopelessness to hopeful. From poverty to prosperity. From hurt to heal. From stalled to thriving. And from good to truly great. Because we can see it. A future when our city is on the top of all of the best of lists again. We can see a time when the Memphis streets are clean and our citizens are prospering and that they're safe. When we're growing wealth in black and brown communities. We can see a united Memphis where all of our neighborhoods are supported and pride is renewed. We came together to show that we are one Memphis, y'all. One Memphis united. We're Oak Haven. We're Uptown. Westwood, South City, South Memphis, Binghamton, Belle Meade, Klondike, Central Gardens, High Point Terrace, Hollywood, Smoky City, Chickasaw Gardens, Fraser, Raleigh, Cooper Young, Orange Mound, Downtown, Hickory Hill, Whitehaven. We all in. And everywhere in between. One Memphis, y'all. So I step into this role with a clear directive from all of you to create a stronger Memphis. Now I want to say this. I know that because of our politics, we didn't win with more than 50% of the vote. And I want to invite everybody that supported another candidate to join this team. And when I talk about this team, it's not the Young team. It's the Memphis team. It's the Memphis team. Campaign season is over. Now we got to get to work, Memphis. It's time to do the work. And we're going to do it with love, with determination, and we're going to make things happen for our young people. Because far too many of them are falling by the wayside. They're depending on grown-ups. They're depending on us to be grown-ups and figure this thing out. We can fight about our partisanship, about our race, about whatever things divide us. But the question I ask you is, who is losing? I want y'all to really think about that. Who's losing when we we doing all this arguing? My goal is to make sure that we're bringing people together for a broader purpose. We kept that mission during this campaign, and we're going to keep it as we govern, as we lead together. And so my promise to you is that I'm going to lean into what we started together. I'm going to work harder and smarter every day to create the Memphis we all know is possible and the Memphis that you deserve. So tonight, let's turn up, let's have a good time, let's celebrate, and then tomorrow we get to work. Let's go, Memphis. Who run it? 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 Who run it?